In this video, we are going to learn about the value added tax calculation in Teleprime, and it's very simple and straightforward. Now, VAT stands for value added tax. That means that let's say that if you have bought some goods in $1,000 and you have sold those on $1,500, so there's a value addition of 500 on which you have to pay the tax. So there is input tax on purchases and output tax that is applicable on sales. So if we offset those, only on the value addition that you have actually gained in amount should be taxable or should be paid to the government. Now this is the scenario where we are purchasing the goods from supplier, and the goods we have purchased is of $10,000, on which VAT or input VAT on purchases is 16%, that is 1600. So this makes the total including tax is 11,600. But the same thing that we have purchased from the supplier will be sold at $15,000, on which we will charge from the customer 16% VAT, that is 2,400. So the price, including the total, including the VAT and the sale of original amount, is 17,400. So in total, we will receive from customer this amount. So basically, I have collected 2,400 from the customer, but I didn't pay the same amount when we have purchased those goods. So this value addition will be taxable. So we have to pay 2,400 minus 1,600. The difference will be taxable on us and we have to pay it to government. Now there is a very simple treatment in Teleprime. Let's see how we can deal with this. So from the gateway of Tele, I'll just click on masters and click on create from here and create the ledger. First of all, we will create the VAT ledger. So I'll just write here VAT, and for our reminder, I'll just write here VAT at the rate of 16%, and it goes under taxes. Duties and taxes is the category. I'll just select that. I only have others, so I'll keep it as it is. And now we can charge or write 16% here, but it will ask for additional method of calculation that we can mention here. But if I keep it 0%, it will not ask for the additional conditions. So I'll keep it as it is and I'll keep it to 0. Rounding off method, I'll select not applicable. So after this all is set, press Ctrl A and let's go back. After the ledger is set, I'll just go to the gateway of Tele and click on the vouchers and go in purchases from the right hand corner. And now we are going to see how we can calculate it on the products when we purchase. We will take this kind of scenario where we are purchasing a good at $10,000 and we want to apply 16% VAT and we want to make a VATable invoice. So let's enter any purchase reference number, and we are purchasing, for example, from Albert. We can skip through all of these details and this details as well. Purchase ledger, I'll just select purchases here, and the voucher template is for the purchase invoice on item basis. That means this is inventory purchase scenario or template. So let's say that water bottles is my purchase item. Tracking number is not applicable. List of orders is not applicable. And the location, since I've enabled multiple locations, I'll just choose main location for it. And let's say that the quantity is 100 and the rate, let's say, is also 100, just for the sake of example, so that I can make the same scenario as we have right here. So hit enter. Now on the very next line, if I try to enter anything, it is showing the list of stock items and not the ledgers. So I'll give one more gap. I accidentally skipped through it. So let's enter it again. Purchase ledger. The first one is water bottles. Not applicable, not applicable. Location, I'll choose main location here. 100 is the quantity, 100 is the rate. Hit enter and end of list, which will take you back to the main screen. Now, if I hit enter and I try to enter anything, it will only show you stock items, but I don't want that. After one gap, I need to press another enter until we go on the second line. Not the very next line, but on the second line. Now, if we select VAT or write VAT, it will show the list of ledger accounts here. So I'll choose this one, which is VAT 16%. Now, since we haven't defined any specific percentage, as you remember, because we have just kept it open at 0%. So that's why it's not showing any kind of percentage. But if we write here manually 16, it will change it to 16% and it will charge 1600 extra on 10,000 amount, which is exact scenario like this one. And this makes our total bill to 11,600. Perfect. And just select new reference here, hit enter, and we can write the narration here. Input VAT on purchases, let's say. Now let's press Ctrl A to save. And similarly, the next scenario is this one where we are selling the same item to customer A at the rate of 15,000 and the VAT charged is 16%. So how will we enter this VATable sales? Let's see. First of all, from the accounting vouchers under the transactions, I'll just switch to sales and let's put any party name right here. Delivery note not applicable. All the other details I'll mention here. Party details, I'll skip through it. And sales ledger is already configured. The item is water bottles, not applicable, not applicable. It's from the main location and the quantity is 100. Rate is 150. So this makes the total to 15,000. End of list. Enter. On the very next line, it will only show you the stock items list. But if we want to skip through it directly to move to the ledger accounts, I'll just hit enter one more time. And this time, if I write VAT, it will show you the VAT or list of ledgers here. So VAT at 16%. I'll just mention 16 here. Now let's press Ctrl A to save this. And now let's extract the ledger and see what is actually payable to the government. Just remember that whenever you want to extract any particular ledger overall to see the overall ledger position, the shortkey is DAL. Means display, accounts books and ledgers. After that, we can specify VAT at the rate of 16% and we can specify the period right here from 1st of January till 31st. I'll set it here. And as we can see on purchases, we had input VAT, which is 1600 and on sale, we have it 24%. So the difference is 800 that we need to pay to the government. So now that we have located this VAT balance, we need to pay for it. Let's go back and let's say that we want to create the payment voucher here. Although we can go from display more reports to alternate A, but from Gateway of Tele, it's much simpler to understand. I'll just select vouchers here and I am paying for this. Go to the payments. We are paying from the bank called the Standard Chartered Bank. Just right here, VAT at the rate of 16%. The balance here is 800 and we are clearing it all. So now it's 0. Hit enter and it will ask you for the reference or transaction type. I'll just ignore through it. And narration is VAT paid for the month of, you can just write FMO for the month of, and let's say January, and click on Ctrl A and just hit Ctrl A. Just go back and go to DAL, display more reports, accounts books and ledgers. And now we just select VAT ledger again and the closing balance, as we can see here, is nil now because we have 1600 as an input VAT and on sales we have 2400. So the difference was 800 that we needed to pay, and since we have paid for it, both the debits and credit sides are equal now. Press Ctrl A to save, and this is how we can manage the VAT calculation in Teleprime. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.